Hello everyone, my name is Eric. I'm a videographer and photographer in Manila, Philippines. So I just wanted to provide an update on the video that I posted a year back regarding the Nikon Colors on your Sony system. So I've been using the Sony system for over a year after fully transitioning from a Nikon system. So I've had a few difficulties along the line, but I'm happy to say now that I guess I am fully transitioned. So I have a few sets of lenses that I now can actually use, that I actually use now, compared to before when I only had a 50mm. But now I'm happy to say that I've fully transitioned and that I've been using the color profile for the Sony system successfully, and I've also shot here in this specific room just to show you that I have been using this room actually for some of my personal shoots, and most of these actually are straight off the cam, and this is solely based on the color profile settings that I provided in my prior video. So I've tweaked it a bit. Actually, I've come from a long way from actually using the colors that I had in my Nikon into fully transitioning into somewhat of a hybrid of what I really wanted my pictures to look like. So now I'm actually just testing my new setup. We've also transferred houses, so this place is actually more conducive for creating videos. It's more quieter, I guess, so that I can actually, do my audio without any problems or any background noise, and that's a very good plus. Aside from the fact that I actually shoot in this specific room. Yes, so just an update on that. And also, aside from that, I know I gave settings using an HLG color profile. I've also transitioned. I've also tried actually a different camera. I recently bought this RX100 VA. I didn't get the newest version. The reason why is I'm still pretty much concerned with the 1.8 aperture, and this is the last one, or this is the last version that Sony released it with, and I actually don't want to transition to a 2.8 aperture that Sony is providing for their RX100, the latest RX100 lineup. So doing so, as if you've checked the features of the RX100 VA, you would know that this doesn't have an HLG color profile. And being so, I needed to actually try and simulate the same process that I did when I transitioned from Nikon to Sony, using a different color profile or a color gamma, so to speak. So I'm using I think Cine 2 on my RX100 VA now. So it's also the same process. So what you would need to do is download your color checker online, and then take a picture of that using the specific camera that you would like the same colors to have. So in this case, I took a picture of my Sony a7 III using the HLG3 color profile, and then I did a live view using my Sony RX100 VA, and then I actually tweaked the colors just to match the one that I took with my Sony a7 III. So I guess I don't need to explain how to do that. It's shown in the prior video that I posted, but just probably a note on what needs to be done. As you know, the HLG3 color profile has a wider range of colors as opposed to the Cine 2 or the Cine 1 color profile. So you would need to adjust the black levels to be a bit higher that you would want it to be, so that you can actually just pull that back when you need it, just to match the colors that you have for both cameras or both color profiles. If you need to transition from either an HLG3 or Cine 1 or Cine 2 color profile. Yeah, and basically that's it. I really don't have any other updates. Other than that, I'm pretty much happy with how I'm using the color profile to my advantage and actually just getting, you know, straight off the cam photos using my Sony without even using Lightroom anymore. I know there will probably come a time where I would need to change the color settings based on, you know, taste, because, you know, taste changes over time, and maybe their color trends, or maybe let's say a client would like a different type of color setup. Yes, I would need to tweak that up, but for the time being, for my personal projects, I'm pretty much happy with how I'm using the color scheme. And I know that there are other videographers out there, or photographers, that are actually using the HLG3 color setup, aside from Christian Matigrab and that guy that I forgot his name. Yeah, and they have offered some tutorials on how to use, or, you know, settings on the HLG3 color profile, and I would actually highly recommend to actually check out their videos for that. And yeah, for probably for this year, I have I'm actually pretty much ambitious this year. I know I have advertised before that I'll be putting out tutorials for 2019, and that didn't happen. But this year, yes, I'll be making that happen, because I now have a backup camera where I can do background videos while I'm actually shooting. So this would be good. I'm actually going to be using this one for my future videos because it's actually easier to use, and there's a flip screen where I can actually see myself as opposed to just looking at the A7 III camera, because I don't have an external monitor yet, probably soon. But yeah, for the time being, I'll be using this to do my BTS shoots, so that I can actually guide, or probably, you know, create some BTS photos of my shoots, future shoots, where I actually explain my mindset and why I took that photo, or why I actually asked the model to, you know, face that way, or you know, pose that way. Yeah, that's in the pipeline for this year, and hopefully I can make that happen. And if you have any comments or suggestions on what you'd like to see on this channel, just let me know by hitting the comments below. Thank you again for your time, and hope to see you again. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.